Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Central Intelligence. I'm Asha Parvathanini.
And I'm Michael Lee. This week we investigate the Women's March. We also take a look inside Stand Up for Autumn.
Stay tuned for these stories and more because this is CI.
On January 21st, more than 5 million people across the world participated in a march towards equality for people of different ethnicities, sexualities, and genders.
It was basically just a march to empower women and all people actually, after certain events that have happened recently.
When I went and with my family, I really appreciated it because it really symbolized a gathering of all types of people to stand up for one thing together. It was really awesome to see lots of people I knew there and lots of people I didn't.
There were a lot of signs that people had made saying different things like women's rights are humans' rights. And then after the march, we went to the square and we saw different people talk about different experiences in their lives, and there were a lot of motivational speakers to help with the empowerment aspect of the march.
When I was there, I saw different types of people, as in different ethnic races, people from different backgrounds, different social backgrounds, and different sexualities. It was really great to see all of these different types of people together.
Beyond the importance of coming together for a common cause, the participants of the Women's March believe there's a deeper reason to fight for the things they do.
I feel as though the fact that people are standing up to that and the fact that they're going against this injustice is just an all-around good thing. I feel like it empowered women to stand up to that power that's oppressing them.
These events are important for the U.S. because the U.S. is all about celebrating diversity and freedom, and it's important to remember that.
I think the marches that happened around the world for women was absolutely incredible, because when I was conversing with my mom about it, she talked about how it was one of the largest marches in all of history happening all over the world, and I just think that's really cool that other countries are standing up for what's happening in the US right now, not just people in the US.
Equality in society should just be a given thing, but it's not something we've readily accepted yet, because we're all human beings, but I feel like as time goes on, we'll eventually reach that state, but in order for that to happen, we need people to stand up.
A lot of times different minorities are put down and kind of put to the side. I think it's important to make people feel loved and welcome in communities.
Stand up for yourself. Don't, if someone says something sexist, don't stand for it. Don't just say whatever. Stand up. Don't let that happen. Don't allow yourself to be suppressed in society. Allow your voice to be heard.
To learn more about this movement and future events, visit womensmarch.com. Signing out for Central Intelligence, this has been Michael Lee with videographer Kaylee Sun reporting.
A Kickapoo senior has recently been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness.
Sabrina Allis and Lauren Seiko dive into the cause Stand Up for Autumn.
Autumn Pilarski, a Kickapoo senior, is currently battling an extremely rare autoimmune disorder known as Wagner's disease.
Any small step backwards or any other small infection will send her plummeting backwards.
It was really heartbreaking to find out, especially being with her in Science Olympiad in middle school, how she was so lively and so energetic and was always wanting to help.
She's always been just this radiation of positivity. She never is in a bad mood. She's also incredibly smart, super, super talented, great at science.
On top of working hard and everything, she's always encouraging others, and she's been there for everybody. She's been at the football game, she's been encouraged by them, and so A lot of the school has noticed that, and they've now taken a stand behind her and stepped up to help her out.
In response to Autumn's diagnosis, the Kickapoo and Springfield communities have made an effort to rally behind her.
It's really emotional for me to know that there's all the different schools rallying behind one student.
I heard about Autumn through social media. A lot of my friends that go to Kickapoo were posting about it, and I saw their Stand Up for Autumn shirts. So I was really interested in buying one and helping to support their family.
It's pretty awesome to see that someone that is going through so much gets so much support from just strangers that don't even know her.
I never expected anyone from like another school that like never knew her, like never knew her name, to be so willing to not only like donate money financially, but like donate their support.
In a time where we're all kind of divided, it's really interesting and really cool to see our community come together and support something and unite as one.
To see that the school really truly cares about her, you don't realize how much your senior class cares about each other, and so it's been hard emotionally for me, but it's been a lot easier knowing that everybody cares about her.
Although Autumn faces many barriers, many believe that her attitude about life will help her to persevere.
I wholeheartedly believe that like the reason why she's such a strong fighter and so like able to persevere throughout this like trial like is because of the fact that she's so positive and she's so like kind and caring.
She is a fighter. She's not going to give up, and she's somebody that's going to get her way, and her attitude's going to get her through it.
I mean, like, if you can't donate to, like, obviously her GoFundMe to help pay for her medical bills, you can always take the initiative of just, like, driving support and, like, being there for someone. You don't have to know someone to, like, lend your support to them.
Even though people are doing things to raise money, we're really not doing it to raise money. We're doing it to bring awareness to Wagner's disease and what it is.
Encouraging you to stand up for Autumn, this has been Sabrina Ollis and Lauren Sago reporting.
There are many children in Springfield who are a part of the foster care system. Anna Skaliski and Cassie Parmenter bring you this issue.
So we have a high population of homeless youth. The last statistic we heard that for Springfield area, about 75% of homeless youth had been in foster care.
The hardships faced by foster children are often unknown by peers, but an awareness of foster care is key to ensuring stable and loving homes for all children.
They've been taken from their family, they've been taken from their loved ones and those connections that they make. A lot of times the stigma is that they're taken from place to place a lot, like they move from foster home to foster home for whatever reason.
I think one of the largest challenges that foster kids face is just that background that no one knows. You know, they've come from homes where people haven't loved them. They haven't had the same kind of love. A lot of times they've been rejected.
While fostering a child is the most obvious way to help, there are many other ways to get involved. Local organization Foster Adopt Connect is doing their part to advocate for and offer support for foster families.
You don't have to foster to be able to help. A lot of people assume that you do. For our agency, you could help by donating items. Telling other people about the needs of foster care is really important.
I think our biggest purpose, kind of overarching, is just bringing awareness to the needs of our community. And so our role as an organization is to support resource families.
For those who do choose to foster, the experience is life-changing for the families and their foster children.
I think the biggest thing I learned is that you can't change people overnight. You know, you walk into it thinking that just because you provide a good environment and a loving environment, that you're going to be able to erase all the hurt for a child. And it just doesn't happen that way.
It's not about us. Like, they had all these struggles, and what they had gone through, we knew we had to help them, and we loved them.
What is happening to them is not their fault. And there should be no stigma. And in fact, the opposite, we should have compassion for them because they need more friends and more support at this time in their life than they've ever needed before.
Signing off for Central Intelligence, this has been Cassie Parmenter, videographer, and Anna Skaliski reporting. Starting February 20th, show some love for our local foster kids by bringing personal hygiene products such as shampoo and conditioner. There will be a table set up at lunch to donate your items. There will also be a donation box located in the Central Intelligence Classroom, room number 216. The donations will be placed in gift bags and sent out to homeless children and teens across Springfield.
Get up out of your desk and get a hands-on education at the OTC Career Center for high school juniors and seniors. There are 19 career paths to choose from, and it's free. Students earn college credit, and they're prepared to get a job when they graduate. A hands-on education that helps you get a job or a jump start on college is what makes the OTC Career Center a unique high school experience. Talk to your high school counselor or visit otc.edu/career-center to learn more.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and people are beginning to celebrate the holiday with ways that are unique to them.
Amy Demir and Nick Wiley take a look at Valentine's Day excitement.
Valentine's Day is quickly approaching, and many couples have started discussing their plans.
I think that Valentine's Day is an interesting holiday, if you can really call it a holiday. It doesn't seem like a holiday to me, it seems more like a celebration.
I think Valentine's Day is nice. I think it's a good day to express your love and emotions for people, but I think that that should be done more frequently than just one day.
My ideal celebration would probably be going to a nice restaurant, dress up a little bit, go and eat a ridiculous amount of really good food.
It's valid, I guess, if you want to spend the whole day with your partner. That's kind of like any sort of day that you devote to your significant other.
My husband and I, we try to make sure that we set aside time for each other. We have 2 kids. We have a 5 and a 7-year-old, and sometimes then having the time just to sit and talk, just the 2 of us, it can be difficult.
I think Valentine's Day is a fun holiday to celebrate your love with someone, but also kind of expensive and not altogether worth it.
We don't go all out. We don't do a lot of crazy things.
Many singles tend to feel left out of this celebration.
All the bitter singles, you don't have to be bitter. I mean, Valentine's Day isn't something to kind of make other people feel bad. Valentine's Day isn't meant to rub it in single people's faces. It's just a celebration of people who are in relationships.
Get together with your friends. Get together with someone you care about. It doesn't have to be romantic love.
Hang in there, love yourself. You're all you need, pal. You're good.
Signing off for Central Intelligence, this has been Nick Wiley as videographer and Amy Demir reporting.
Fashion is a form of self-expression that can give a person confidence as they dress a certain way each day.
Sai Vuda and Levi Graham show how fashion is a way to express body confidence.
Ever since the dawn of time, fashion has been evolving. Styles such as classy and grunge are just a few trends to choose from in an expanding variety of couture. In the recent years of the 21st century, we've had a blast from the past.
We're going back to the 80s with like the high-waisted pants, and there's just a lot of, I don't know, kind of reflecting back on the past, and I think that's also really cool.
History kind of like repeats itself. Like people find things that they like and they want to bring it back to life and wear it. Like in the 80s and 90s, people were really like loose. They didn't care. They had an open mind and they just did what they want.
Now we go back and we look at Instagram every single day, and so we're taking in all different trends, all different fashion. We have our role models, we have our Kylie Jenner. You know, everything changes from day to day, and so people are stepping out like never before because they feel confident.
Not only has style evolved immensely, current trends from the 90s have integrated body positivity into fashion we see today.
Skin. People are showing more skin, and they're just happier with themselves. Like people are just being more accepting.
I think that fashion is a great way to embrace body positivity because you can wear whatever you want.
Men and women of all shapes and sizes, all certain colors, ethnicities, and they're kind of where they used to feel like they had to fit one mold. Now suddenly girls are seeing maybe smaller girls wear bigger, more loose things, and bigger girls wear tight-fitted things that kind of seem like breaking the rules to society, and now they're kind of just doing whatever they want.
It's just about being confident in yourself and being happy, because it really doesn't matter what other people think about what you're wearing, because as long as you're happy in it, you're going to rock it no matter what.
Signing off for Central Intelligence, this has been Sai Buddha and Levi Graham reporting.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Central Intelligence.
Be sure to check out other stories and more on our website, chscinews.com. Also like us on Facebook, tweet us, and follow us on Instagram at @chs_ci.
We will see you again in 2 weeks.